Hello, welcome to another episode of the Black Ice 73 on YouTube. When you come in, would you like, share, and hit the notification bell? Yeah, I know I should have shaved, but yeah. I'm talking about the Crown Prince, so I need to match from hair to hair. So, the Crown Prince I'm talking about, the Saudi Arabia Crown Prince. It was a story released yesterday talking about five was sentenced to death in Abraham killing. How you gonna sentence five people to die when you gave them the order to go there and kill that man in Istanbul? That's some crazy junk. But
Columnist Jamal
listen to this
Khashoggi.
article right here.
Khashoggi was killed in the Saudi
Fox
consulate
News.
in Istanbul last year. A United Nations investigator says the verdicts are a mockery and the masterminds behind the killing have barely been touched. Correspondent Trey Yanks is in Jerusalem tonight with the latest. Good evening, Trey.
Good evening, Brett. Major develop.
Shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I messed around and knocked it off the coverage.
Developments tonight in the case of murdered journalist Jamal Khashoggi after a nearly year-long trial has wrapped up in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. 5 people will be sentenced to death for the murder of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi. That, according to a spokesperson for the Saudi public prosecutor, who today said the killing was not premeditated. The remarks come in contrast to an assessment by the CIA that has concluded the hit was ordered directly by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. A top advisor to the Crown Prince, Saud al-Qahtani, was sanctioned by the U.S. for his involvement in the murder. Though, according to Saudi state television, al-Qahtani was found to have no proven involvement and was ultimately released.
Yes, an investigation was conducted by the General Prosecution. A charge was placed against him, and the court ruled for his release due to lack of evidence to convict him in this case.
The government of Turkey has repeatedly asked to extradite the 15-man hit squad that arrived with a bone saw before the killing to face trial on Turkish soil for the alleged crime. And today the UN is calling for an independent investigation to find out exactly what happened in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in October of 2018.
Istanbul.
The Secretary General continues to stress the need for an independent and impartial investigation into the murder to ensure full examination of and accountability for human rights violations committed in the case.
President Trump has declined to blame Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for his alleged role in the killing, despite sanctioning up to 17 Saudi officials. Administration officials do continue to meet with the Saudi royal family to discuss friendly relations and also multi-billion-dollar weapons deals in the Middle East. Brett?
Trey Yanks live in our Middle East newsroom.
Man, what get me? How in the world you gonna order a hit on this man and to save face the court gonna sentence 5 people to death under your order? This man, people talk crazy about the United States, but this right here, this is blatant right here. You see it on camera, you catch everything. You see the people when they arrive, and you see this man never walk out on Turkey soil. Turkey, they know nothing about this hit. Saudi Arabia sent 15 men on a private jet. They sent them to their consulate. Sent them 15 men to execute this man, to disembowel this man, and to doing impersonator. They had somebody to wear this man clothes and shoes and all that stuff. Like they wouldn't notice it wasn't a man. But that's what they did. Try to show that he left out the darn consular. What kind of crap is that? I played that article, I don't mess with Fox News too much like that, but sometimes Fox News be having some darn great videos to describe what I'm talking about. But I also got an article that I'm gonna read a little bit of too. But right now, I'm just talking. I'm just freestyling a little bit as I'm talking about this because I remember the story that took place last year, and then with the crown prince saying he didn't know nothing about it, and then the people who was involved in it, spoke to one of the high-ranking official who were involved in it. They said, "No, I didn't know nothing about it. I'm not trying to make fun of their accent or nothing, but they're just by saying that my same impersonator people accent anybody I talk about. To be American, I still use the same accent. I don't know why. I use that same use that same voice, but that's the voice I use every time. They're like, no, I didn't know nothing about that. I didn't know. They did this on their own. How they do this on their own? These 15 guys don't own no private jet. And then the South Crown Prince, he did like this. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I used to work with a bunch of Middle Easterns. Well, when they disagree with something, first thing they do. No. I'm not. You ever been around Middle Eastern? And North Africans? You know I'm not lying. So they will put their hand up like. They put their hand up quick saying no. I didn't do anything. I no. But you know what I'm talking about. If you ain't been around it and then you pay attention, you'll know what you like. Oh yeah. They actually do that. Black Ice wasn't lying. So I'm gonna read a list. I'm gonna read a list. I'm gonna read a little of this article from Yahoo News. It says Saudi Arabia sentenced 5 people to death for the killing of Washington Post columnist Jamal on Monday, according to the Associated Press. While 11 people was on trial for the murder, the name has not been made public, and the verdict of all those sentences are primarily and can be appealed. Wait, I think I said that wrong. Okay. In addition to 3 top officials, Saudi Akwani, Ahin Asono, and Mohammed Al Otorti. I know I butchered their name, but they were close though. Was clear of the killing. Jamal, a Washington Post opinion columnist critical of the ruling of Saudi regime, was killed on October the 2nd, 2018, after entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. The Saudi regime initially maintained that it had no idea what happened to Jamal after he entered the consulate. Despite his disappearance, after an international outcry, Saudi authority eventually concluded Saudi authority concluded Jamal was murdered inside the consulate, but denied Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and the royal family were behind. It said in November 2018, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he got a French name, so close, revealed intelligence officer had heard the Turkish audio recording of Jamal being killed at the Saudi consulate. Yes, when asked at a press conference in Paris if Canada authority had heard the recording, Prime Minister Justin announcement was the first time a Western leader had confirmed the tape exists. After Turkish President Recep, I'm gonna leave it at Recep, said he shared it with several countries. If you know anything about the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, you know anything about them countries when it comes to their government official and military and stuff, they're not making a move without an order from the higher up. In Saudi Arabia case, the higher up It's the prime. It's the crown prince. They're not doing anything without the crown prince permission. Cause you know what, 2 or 3 years ago, the crown prince arrested what about 15 to 20 cousins because he was in fear they were gonna try to overthrow him. But you know when they got arrested, they were arrested and locked up in a 5-star hotel. You know, though you know you got some money. Hold on, I need to take this call. Hello, beautiful. How you doing? Oh, that's good. I got the chicken on. Yes, sweetie. I did. Steph Rising. I know. But I still got to go back to the store and get them canned peaches. I had forgot about that though. Yeah, Shanti had came into my, what kind of cake you gonna make, Daddy? I said, ah, God done, I forgot them doing peaches. Yeah. All right, I go. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm gonna go out there before 6 o'clock. Yeah, I have it on 4 minutes. I didn't add no salt because you didn't say add no salt. Okay. I put the little small amount of water. I was chopping up the onion and bell pepper real good. Then I like, you gonna eat that mess anyway. That's just for the season. I'm talking about the onion and the bell pepper. Oh, well, I guess I should have chopped it up better. All right. What you say? But do we have potatoes? We have potatoes. I think about it, but I, you know what? I got carpal tunnel in my doing left hand. I can't stand long 'cause I got two bad knees and back. Oh, I got so many. No, I got this. This on record. This no excuse. This is no excuse right here. You seen the medical record. It's on the medical record. Oh man, my back. I'll tell you. Nah, I'll work on it though. Yeah. God. Oh, we got baked bean at the house on. See, you ain't had that on the grocery list. I know. Hey, Miss B. Good. How yourself? Yeah, you doing good. I mean, you've been taking. Okay, you've been taking care of yourself. That's good. Yeah, she ain't doing that good. Yeah. So in what about 8 more days your birthday? I said 8 more days your birthday, right? I know them Capricorn got to stick together. No, 6 days. Uh-huh. All right, sweetie. I'll talk to you later. I love you too. Talk to you later. Hey, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for holding on. Thank you for still watching. Cause you know, I went grocery shopping today. And you know how they tell you to like pick up this, pick up that, and they forget to tell you about this and that. I got oh, I forgot to say it, and oh man, you don't understand the struggle I go through. Things ain't right. But yeah, back to Crown Prince. Crown Prince, man, you know nobody ain't making no move in Saudi Arabia without his permission. Anytime he arrested cousins, I think some of his uncle got arrested because he just like, hey, I ain't feeling them. I think they trying to make a move on me. So I think they trying to make a move on me. So that cat just like that cat like bumped that. I'm gonna arrest them. But the best thing about it though, he ain't do no public execution though. I think it would have been a overthrow of his power. And then I was reading an article a few months ago that was saying how he was kind of struggling a little bit because of his military action he took. And then he told them that the military action wasn't going to take long, but it carried on. I think it's still going on. But being the crown prince, his daddy left him in charge. The daddy gave him leadership. I think his dad is still alive. That's why he's just still a prince. But he in charge of the country pretty much. And y'all know that family one of the richest family in the world. Cause all the oil the United States be buying from them. Yep. And you know what the crazy part is? The United States have more oil than most of the other countries over in the Middle East they buy oil from. In our ground, in the United States ground, they've been proven they have more oil and better oil than they have over in the Middle East. And then natural gas, they don't need none of that junk for nobody. The United States got plenty of that stuff. But to keep their relationship with the Middle Easterns, with some of the Middle Eastern countries, they had to buy oil and stuff from them to keep the military over there. Yeah, it's a monopoly, man. All this junk is a monopoly. Because the reason Saudi Arabia and the United States relationship so great, the military base, the military base over there in Saudi Arabia, and they get fast action to get to any countries in the Middle East. That's why they still got the base over there in Syria. They don't have to worry about flying thousands of troops over there to the Middle East when you already have thousands of troops already in place. So in order to, like I said, in order to keep that relationship going, the United States got to buy oil from them, unnecessary oil, unnecessary money being spent that could be put in the United States citizen. But if the United States citizen receive money from the United States, the first thing they're gonna say, welfare. Oh, there's a welfare. They get them. Get a job. Get a welfare. You're on welfare. But the United States send hundreds of millions of dollars to different countries overseas every year. The Ukraine thing. You see that they going after Donald Trump over the Ukraine, but the United States been sending Ukraine hundreds of millions of dollars for years. It's so many countries receive hundreds of millions or close to a $500 million from the United States every year, but we in a $2 trillion of deficit. How that work? Explain it. I know. I'm saying some stuff that you didn't think I could talk about. I fool you. I got a whole bunch of useless information that I could talk about, but some people just don't talk about this stuff. It's some people I can't talk to about this stuff. Like my sweetie, she's not big on her politics, and I don't have that many people as friends. You know, I don't have too many friends, and my family members, shit, I don't even think they. I know some look at the news, but a lot of time they don't pay attention to politicians. They don't pay attention to how much money the United States spend, and then you really don't have time to talk to the coworkers because got to do our job and all that good old stuff. So yeah, I got some things to talk about, man. That's why I started a YouTube video. I have some things I want to talk about, and there's a lot of things people I don't have I can talk about with some people. So, and this one. I don't understand how we be in like $2 trillion in deficit when we get send countries money every year. Uh, I mean, hundreds of billions of dollars every year. Hundreds of billions of dollars every year leave this country being shipped to another country. But 60? I don't have the numbers on me right now, but I think half of the United States live just above poverty or under poverty. So that's the thing I'll be understanding. How can we send all this money? I know I'm supposed to be talking about the Crown Prince, but it's still it's going with the Crown Prince story going. It's all of us intertwined with each other. So it don't make no sense to me how we can send so many doing billions of dollars overseas every year, but most of the country is living in poverty or just above poverty. Just above. In the United States, what I think middle class is what 50,000, $50,000 or something like that. If it ain't 50,000, I think it's a high 40s when you become a middle class, and that's the low part of middle class. So we explain to me how do that work? That the taxpayer money, the tax money that we have to pay every year, go towards stuff that can't benefit us. It's crazy, man. And then and and then we sell weapons to countries over here. Where that money go? You don't know. You don't know. Cause all the money out to my taxpayer money. The crazy part is to me, it's taxpayer money who also sending buying oil from the countries and sitting in the taxpayer money is the money that made to for them weapons, and they set up to other countries. Why the taxpayer don't get no compensation for that then? Taxpayer, man, y'all don't understand how that monopoly go, man. That monopoly game they made, it's a true story. We live in that game every day. In the United States, we live in a monopoly every day. You have people like they call that gentrification. You have people who move into these lower places. I mean, go to these lower places, buy the building, buy blocks, fix them up. It happened down here in Columbus, Georgia. They fix them up. They move the people out, build new buildings, raise the rent or raise the mortgage, where the poverty can't afford it, and that's how it go around all over the country. All over the country, the same thing go on. That people getting kicked out of the places they stand, called people move in, buy the property. Most of the time, the people who buy the property get a tax break. Man, it's a mess. I love the United States. I ain't gonna lie to you. I joined the military when I was a young age, and I would never You would never see me posting anything bad about our president. Because me personally, I think if the president failed, we failed as a country. So I know some people hate Donald Trump. You know, I can't I can't go with them on hating Donald Trump because he failed, we failed. I know a lot of people don't see it that way, but that's how it is. I ain't trying to persuade anybody to support Donald Trump, but I support presidents. You know, maybe I was brainwashed while I was in the military too, but shit, I can't knock no president. When they leave the office, I knock them in. I'll tell you the truth. When they leave the office, oh, I'm gonna say how I feel. But I ain't gonna say it while they in office. You know, yeah, it's all about respect. But I know I went all over the darn place, but sometimes you just have to think about it. You have to sit here and just think about like our country. How can they support all these people around the world when people we have so much homelessness, people just living over poverty. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Then you have people who can't afford the basic the basic nutrition for their family. I know people like, well, you poor, start having children. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. Cause if that was the case, you were poor. Do you know that the school system? I don't know the numbers, but I think this is what they told me. That the school system for every child is $35,000 or something like that, or it's in the thousand for every child that go to a school, a public school. That that county or that district or whatever, they get thousands of dollars for every child. And then you see somebody doing public school. No, a lot of them don't get upgrades. A lot of like at my daughter's school, they told them last year you got to take this test. You got to make a 80 or something, and then you get your you get a Chromebook. It's it would be January after they go back to school. They'll have 5 months left in school, and they haven't received no Chromebook. They came up with because they said it was a virus on it. How you have a virus on something you just supposed to be brand new? Man, sometimes you can't even. Sometimes it's. Sometimes I see why some people don't look at the news or keep up with what finance or what politics or what going on the deficits. I see why they don't keep it up with it because you start thinking about you like, where this money going? What happening? And then you look at the doing superintendent, superintendent making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Don't know why. Principals making close to if they ain't not making $100,000. Don't know why. Cause most of the time they don't even have no doing interaction with the children unless the children don't did something bad. But then you have the teachers. If the teachers is not getting the proper materials they were promised, like the e-book supposed to take the place of some of the books, hard copy books. So the children, like my daughter, I ain't gonna lie to you, she was doing bad in science, and she was like, "We don't have no book to study." I told her, I said, "Whatever y'all talk about in class, you come home and get on the internet and you do your own research, cause we know, they ain't got the proper material in a lot of these schools, especially the so-called Negro schools. A lot of their schools, it be If they're not getting secondhand stuff, they don't have it. So I know I don't want to all around Crown Prince, but all of it connect though. All of from the Crown Prince ordering the people to kill Abraham to the United States government buying money, buying oil, unnecessary oil from the Saudi Arabia. To the United States government selling weapons to countries over in the Middle East or overseas or period. To the taxpayer money is funding the money they send to other countries like Ukraine, uh, Afghanistan, to I just said they selling weapons to the people overseas. Taxpayer paying for the oil, the weapons getting made by the taxpayer, getting sold to other countries. We don't know where that money go. To not wanting the president to fail, to the school system is not getting the proper material to educate our children, to why is principals and superintendent making hundreds of thousands of dollars? Oh yeah, I ain't got no notes. I just memorize what I'm talking about. To half of the United States live just above poverty or below poverty. All this, see how all this stuff connect? Oh yeah. It might seem I'm gonna talk around the circle, but all this stuff connect. All of it connect. Cause it's like I said several times, it's a monopoly. Just like that board. Instead of being a circle, it's a square. You want always, and the only thing that the people in the United States trying to do, not go to jail. Or keep their head above water. Forgive me, my lip dry. But that's all it is, just like that board game. And I'm pretty sure in other countries too. It's just like that board game Monopoly. You're gonna look at Monopoly different now. When you play that game or you see somebody playing Monopoly, you're gonna look at it different now. You're gonna see it as a game. You're gonna see it as this is our real life. This is what we do every day. You know, you got people with money buying up property, fixing up property. You building houses and buildings on top of the property, just like Monopoly. Then you got people who land on your property. With our case, land on the property, I mean staying in the property or trying to buy the property for them. Prices rise, the rent rise, and the people who were staying up before can't afford that rent. And a lot of people don't have the money to afford the mortgage. So you're going around that board. You're going around that board again. You're searching for a place to stay. And then you're hoping that you can afford this lower property right here. And then you buy, or the other people buy. And they building up on the thing. Again, raising mortgage, raising rent. So you keep going around that board. You know, you going through other properties. Like they got the utilities on there. You know, you got to pay the utilities. So you're going around like, oh, can I afford to buy this utility? I'm gonna buy this. Hopefully I can get all three of them. And you're gonna build on that. And then you're gonna go around that board. You're gonna like, oh shit, I gotta stay out of jail. Everybody, I'm telling you, the board game is a representation of life. You're trying to stay out of jail. Like, oh, man. You're like, I made it past the jail. Jail is my definition of like work. You make it past the jail, you get paid. Then you go around that board again. And you're like, oh shit, I hope I don't land on this damn property right here. 'Cause I know I can afford this property most of the time. So it's a big old. It's just a big old. I know the board is a square, but it's a big old. The life is circle. We all trying to avoid going to jail, paying too much, hoping that we can afford the property, or hope we can afford to buy property. Man, yeah. Oh man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy the things that we have to do to survive in this world. You know, cause now they're trying to say the money is, in the United States is money. They're trying to say the money is pretty much useless. You know, it's not useless to have, but in order to be actually rich, you got to own gold or silver, you know, to have some value. Cause anytime the Fed want to, they can drop the value of the money. Cause look at one time when I was growing up, United States money was the most valuable money in the world. Now it's Europe. Yeah, European money is, well, in the uh, it's European. What they call the thing? Well, other countries don't also combine together. I forgot what they call that junk. But that's money is more valuable than the United States. And then I don't know. It's crazy, man. I know I ain't started off the video to talk about all this stuff, but sometimes you just don't understand. I mean, you just don't know what gonna come to you when you start speaking on something else. I know the video started off. I'm talking about the Saudi Arabia prince. I know, and talking about the assassination of Abraham. I know it started out there, but sometimes it jump just like you know take a mind of his own. It got this like it's daring you want to speak on it. Yeah, I'm gonna come back later on, do another video because I got to go run to the store. I ain't really. I know my sweet ain't listen. I ain't really peeling on doing potatoes. You gonna peel the potato short? My daughter ain't gonna peel on potato neither. God darn. I mean a potato salad. But yeah. Hey, thank you for watching this video. I hope I wasn't too serious on it, but sometimes you got to be a little serious. You got to be to the people who don't watch these things or don't keep up with these things. Sometimes you need somebody on YouTube, to let them know what's going on. Cause everybody, like I said earlier, everybody's not gonna keep up with politics or the finance. They pretty much worry about that square box that we call home. That we pretty much worry about. But me, I got some more useless information that I'm gonna share later on. I'm gonna talk about why my ancestors had so much superstition. Oh man. Thank you for watching. Like, share, you know, and thank you my one YouTube person who always looking at my video. I don't know if it be the same person, but if you will, like I said, I love you. Maybe one of these days I'm gonna get my daughters and them to do the same thing. When I use YouTube, they're gonna tune in. God damn it. I'm buying the phones and stuff for nothing. I'm paying bill for nothing. They won't even watch me on YouTube, man. But thank you for real. I'm gonna run to the store. I'm gonna come back and give you some more of the inside of my brain what I be thinking. All right. Talk to you later.